I'm Stacy Bell. I'm one of the inventors of the Crick Sticks. In this segment, we're going to show you how to do single stick exercises. So going from our 2-stick version, we're going to first remove the padding. And then in order to disconnect one of the poles, you press the pegs,
Snap buttons.
the snap buttons, and you draw it all the way down to the bottom. Okay, and then you go to the second side and you again depress the pegs, and then you swivel and pull, placing the top of the apparatus to the side. Then we're able to connect the bottom of the one pole to the top of the other one. And then make sure you get that click. And here's your single pole. Here are some single pole exercises. Take the pole in both hands, reach up and lower down. You can use your breath. As you inhale, you extend up. As you exhale, you lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower behind the head. Inhale, extend up, and then exhale, lower. This promotes general flexibility in the arms and the shoulders. We're going to step the feet wide apart. We're going to reach the arms, the pole up, arms up overhead, and then let the pole rest right on the base of your neck. And then take your arms and just let them hang over, so you create like a shelf where the single stick is resting. Your toes can turn out slightly. On an inhalation, we exhale, and for an inhalation, extend up, and on an exhalation, come into a bent knee position on both sides. Engage the core muscles, and on an exhalation, tilt to your right, creating a side stretch on the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, tilt to the left side, creating a stretch on your right. And come back to center. Repeat this several times. When you're complete, you extend both legs, turn your toes forward, grab a hold of the stick, reach it up, and then carefully take it back down. This creates strength in the lower body as well as opening up the side body. So here's another one that opens up, I guess I'll do it this way, opens up the upper back and chest. And you want to place your stick as high up on the upper back as you can, and then loop your arms around. So you want to, you're pressing the stick into the scapula and using the stick to open the chest. Apply pressure to the upper back
With your arms.
With your arms and the stick.
Yeah.
So while hugging the stick with your arms, the stick presses into the back, creating an opening in the chest. So this next one I'm going to show you from the back. Can you hear me? You're going to put the stick, align it with your spine, holding on with your right hand, and then grab a hold of the pole with the left hand. And if you can, walk the hands towards each other. Then, while holding onto the stick, we're going to push the bottom of the stick back. Okay, and then we switch. So now the left hand holds the top of the stick, and the right hand comes around, your thumb down, to grab a hold of the bottom of the stick. Walk the hands in, and take that stick back. And then release, as you can see. And that stick exercise helps to open up your deltoid muscles, the shoulder cap muscle. Okay, this next sequence of single pole exercises will include 3 poses. So we step the feet wide apart, pivot the right foot out to a 90-degree angle, take your stick up and behind the back like we did on the earlier one, looping the arms around so you rest the pole on the neck, shoulder region. Inhale the breath, and as you exhale, bend into a right leg. In yoga, we call this warrior 2. You can hold for a couple of breaths here. If you want to go into reverse warrior, we tilt back. Try to keep descending into the front leg as you are reaching back. Stay active in the core to support you, taking as far back as you comfortably can without losing the front leg bend and the core action. Come back up to warrior 2, and then going into the side lunge. You want to deepen into the bend of the right leg. Press down into the feet, come back up to warrior 2, extend the front leg, pivot the right foot in, and then step the feet together. Repeat to the left side. This is the triangle sequence. You're going to take your feet apart and pivot the right foot out 90 degrees. So just like we did before, we take the pole to rest on the shoulder line, hanging the hands over the pole. Press down through the feet, draw the inner thighs up, spine is long, and as you exhale, you're going to tilt to the right. So if you're new to yoga, then maybe you just extend out and tilt slightly. If you've been practicing a while and you feel comfortable going deeper, then take that angle deeper. Press down into the feet, come back up, creating a reversed angle. We tilt back the other way. Back to center. One of the areas you want to watch in your triangle is the neck. So if you have any issues in the neck, and if you're using our product, we think you will, then maybe you just keep the head, you can keep the head gazing forward or down. Down is really the most comfortable action for the head in this pose. Okay, and if you don't have neck issues, you can look up. Okay, we come back to center and add the reverse angle in, reverse triangle. And center. Center the left foot, turn it in, and then step the feet together. So here's a way to use the pole to get the proper right angle in warrior 2. So once again, we're going to step the feet wide apart, pivot the right foot out 90 degrees, and bend that knee. Okay, so here we are to begin. But what happens for a lot of people is that the knee tends to go toward the inside edge of the foot. So here's a great way to practice to get the muscles working in the right position. Place your pole on the outer corner of your heel. So the very bottom of the stick is touching the outer corner of the heel. And then you just use your pole to draw the knee back so the knee comes into alignment right over that second and third toe. And then you can extend the arm. While you're stabilizing your leg in this position, think of drawing that outer right hip under. Okay? And of course, do the other side. All right, so here we are on warrior 2 on the other side. And so it's the same thing. That knee likes to track in. We want to keep it tracking over the second and third toe. So we place the very end of the stick on the outside edge of the heel and then draw it back, extending the arm. So, and what this is doing is opening the groin muscles on my left leg, but it's also teaching me how to shorten the outer left leg. So I'm able to keep my knee tracking in the right position. So opening the inner leg and shortening the outer leg. So we return to this position, but this time we extend forward. And keeping the crick stick in this position helps you to keep your chest open. Most people tend to round the spine when they come forward. Keep your thighs engaged to safely stretch the hamstrings, front thighs, and feel as if you're pulling your feet in towards each other so that you're using your inner legs. And keep your core active here as well. And then press down into the feet and come back up. Okay, so this next one is a series of poses linked together. In yoga we call this vinyasa. We're going to use the pole for balance. I'm going to start off in a high lunge. You can hold for a couple of breaths and then fold forward. And then lift up. And then kick the wall. The leg should be straight. And then we do the other side. From high lunge, we fold forward. And you're still working to balance here, but the crick stick gives you that added support. Look how lightly I'm holding onto the pole, and the no-slip grip on the bottom makes everything feel more stable. From here, we lift up and extend, and again, I'm really working to balance, but I just have a tiny bit of extra support here. And then I release down. Okay, so we loop the arms around the pole with your fingertips lightly pressing down. We lift up into cobra. So the crick stick gives a really great feeling in the upper back, keeping the chest nice and open. And we release down. Okay, this next one is called locust. And we can use the stick here to help steady the arms. On an exhalation, you lift everything up. And trying to reach the arms, this gives us a greater feeling of rotation holding onto the stick. And stability. And we release down. This is bow pose. Having the stick there to press the feet into creates a tremendous amount of stabilizing action to lift up. The next one, if you have knee difficulty, you come into a kneeling position, take the hand to the stick between the knees, holding it in place, and then come to sit back. And just hold a couple of breaths, but this is incredibly therapeutic for the knee, creating space in the back of the joint. Okay, and now for a core exercise and a balancing core exercise. In yoga, this is Navasana. We come to balance on the seat and extend the legs. And you can work here. If you want to go deeper, you can take the the stick up higher to the calf and come into a balanced seated forward bend. Seated forward bend with your legs extended out in front of you. You can inhale up, exhale fold. So by placing the crick stick at the base of the foot, again you have something to leverage. And it helps you keep the feet level. For most people, the feet will sickle in this position. So it helps you to press into the pole, and that allows you to draw the belly back, and then you fold forward. These actually all feel really good. Same thing with wide-legged forward bend. We inhale the arms up and take the crick stick to the feet, and you can actually place your feet right on that non-slip device on the bottom. And then fold forward. And again, it provides a leverage which provides stability. Keep your thighs engaged and your core engaged, your front thigh, and that will help you to go deeper. This last one is a great hamstring stretch. You're going to come to lie on your back. And take your right leg up. And we can use the stick as another way to leverage, right? This creates a really great isometric stretch. So that means when we say isometric, it means we have two actions happening at once. So as I press my thigh into the crick stick, I activate that muscle, the hamstring muscle. And then on my exhalation, I draw the leg in. And again, I press my leg into the crick stick, activating the hamstring muscle. And then on an exhalation,